What's going on?
How's it going?
The Geek Speak team is here. We're missing the girls. No Lex, no Aaron.
All the dudes are here.
Yeah. But they've been replaced by Captain Four Color. So we're here at Free Comic Book Day, of course, at its birthplace, Flying Colors Comics and other cool stuff. Want to try it? What's the address?
Treated 90 Boulevard in
2980 Treated Boulevard in Concord.
Yeah.
It's a worldwide event. I mean, but here, I mean, we're lucky. We get to be here at its birthplace. Joe Field is here. The people are there. You guys will see him in a little bit in the videos. But have you seen a list of what they're gonna have for free, and do you want anything?
I haven't been out. I've been out here having fun with everybody else. But how about you? Are you looking for anything cool?
Yeah, there's this little comic that has something to do with the Infinity War. Something Marvel has something. Two of them actually, two titles. DC has a few, but you know me and DC. I think there's a Star Wars one in there.
Okay, that's all I'm looking for. That's enough said. I don't even want to know
That's all I have to say.
I'm picking that up, and you guys should too.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a worldwide event, but check if your LCS is participating or not. FreeComicBookDay.com. If they didn't, for whatever reason this year, let them know politely, nicely. Say, hey, can you guys, do this Free Comic Book Day thing next year? Because it's pretty fun and it's free. And bring somebody. If it's not you, bring somebody who hasn't experienced the joy of cracking open a comic book for the first time, getting that smell. The store smells like that today with all the fresh comic books out there.
It smells really good in there.
Yeah, well, that's the Hulk Smash Brownies also, and the cake. We'll show you all of that. You ready to talk to some more people?
Yeah.
There's a lot of cosplay. There's a first order or something out there.
Yeah,
I know that one's going to be yours.
I always got to do the Star Wars people.
So all of that, you get to experience through us here on the Geek Speak Show. And here we go, to Geek Speak Show at its birthplace, Flying Colors Comics and all the cool stuff. This time we're doing things a little bit different. Usually we start at the front of the line. This time I'm going to go into the back, or at least what the back is right now. It's going to go all the way back there as the day goes on. We'll show you that. With me is, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, you were astute enough to recognize that I am indeed Hugo Strange, but I am donning the costume of Team Rocket.
Team Rocket. So, and although you regulars, you've seen him as Hugo Strange, as what else? I think one time you were a character from G.I. Joe.
Yep.
You've seen him a lot here. So let's start there. This is your what? Third, fourth, fifth?
I'm approaching 10 now, actually.
10?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and besides the free comics, obviously, I mean, what keeps bringing you back?
Well, I go to a lot of conventions, and what I like most about the conventions is a sense of community is not the word for it, but you can point anywhere, and there's going to be someone that you can talk to something about.
I always say family.
Yeah, family, good word. Whether it be a shirt, what they're wearing, or something like that. Just walking through here, I heard at least 10 different conversations where it's like, I know what they're talking about, or I want to get on that, or something like that, and it really brings people together.
Yeah, and that's actually how you make a lot of friends out here. Is you I mean, you don't want to be nosy, but you jump into conversations. Hey, yeah, I like that too, and all that. So, this year, what, if any, are you looking forward to? Free comics.
I've kind of gone over to the New 52, and I know it's not around anymore, but I really like Justice League Dark. I like what they're doing with Constantine and Swamp Thing right now, also. So those are my must-reads right now. But anything that's new that I haven't read, that I want to get to know, that's kind of what I come here for.
Okay. Now, tell somebody out there who may be watching this who has never heard of Free Comic Book Day, wondering what it's all about. Tell them, number one, why they should come to Free Comic Book Day and why they should become a regular comic book reader.
All right. Well, to me, comic books is all about creativity. There's just a ton of people with ideas and visions of things that haven't happened and may yet happen. And comic books is a source of modern day pantheons of gods. What's the term I'm looking for?
Mythology.
Mythos? Yes, mythology. Thank you. And just look at what's happening with Hollywood in our culture right now. It's all wrapped up into heroes and these mythos and things like that. It's surprising to me that there are some people that still don't read comic books, but I'm all for them, coming here, especially on a day like today, because they show and premiere new comic books and things like that, so they can find a jumping off point and look at something that they might be interested in and hopefully start a lifetime love affair with it.
Yeah, there's a little movie in theaters that I'm pretty sure you've all seen. Guess where it started? Comics.
Yep.
So that's why you should go see them. Thanks a lot, Micah.
Thank you.
The Geek Speak Show here with the First Order.
Indeed.
How's it going? What's your name?
My name's Attila. I'm with the First Order.
He's with the First Order. You guys hear that? Now, tell us what brings you out to Free Comic Book Day.
Well, I decided to get some intel on possible resistance scum that might be in the area, and as well as picking up some information and history to learn about my enemies.
Nice. So we got some. They have some sacred Jedi artifacts in there that you're trying to get a hold of.
I'm not sure about that. I haven't got any intel from that from my superiors. All I was told is just to keep an eye out for any possible resistance scum within the area.
So did you guys hear that? There might be some resistance out here. Are you guys scared? Free Comic Book Day! Woo!
Welcome to Free Concord.
Geek Speak Show here at Free Comic Book Day at its birthplace, Flying Colors Comics, and we're here with some affiliates of Trader Joe's.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Elisa.
So you guys, what are you guys doing over here today?
We're just helping out with the line, trying to keep everybody hydrated, well fed.
We got some wonderful snacks going on.
Yeah.
We have some apple crisps and with some water.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
water, some trail mixes.
Lollipops.
So that's so cool. Today you got to dress up for work.
Yes.
Yep.
So how'd you come up with your costume?
We were guessing on who to be. She was like, let's be
Yeah.
villains instead of superheroes.
Nice.
And we had to figure out who would be Harley, and she was supposed to be Catwoman,
Supposed
but
to be Catwoman. I have a 4-month-old who did not like the costume and
Oh.
decided was not a fan.
Oh, so they got rid. So they kind of ruined your
A
costume.
little bit, yeah.
Nice. That's cool. So how long you guys been here?
We've been here since 8 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
We set up and we've been hanging out. People start lining up crazy early.
yeah, they
So,
did.
So have you guys seen this line just grow? throughout the whole
Yes.
day?
Oh yeah. It started out with like 4 people at 8 o'clock and then.
And then it just kept going and going.
Yeah. It's
I
getting
see.
pretty
If
far.
you guys know that line stretches out, and you guys are out here handing out treats for everybody, keeping them
Yep.
hydrated, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So is this your first time doing Free Comic Book Day?
No, it's my second time.
Oh, nice. So what have you done the first year?
Last year, we handed out watermelon waters, lollipops, cookies.
Did you guys dress up?
I didn't have a costume, but I did wear a Deadpool shirt.
Oh, that's
To
cool.
compensate, yeah.
hey, Deadpool coming up soon, right?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm
Ready to watch it?
excited. Yes, I am.
Well, cool. Thanks. Well, everybody, thanks to Trader Joe's for all the wonderful stuff and keeping everybody happy. And I'll see you guys. Thanks, guys.
Thank
very-
you.
So the Geek Speak Show, standing outside of Flying Colors Comics and other cool stuff on Free Comic Book Day. Look who I found. He was missing in Infinity War, but he's here. The Hulk. He's ready to smash. Hulk, how you doing?
Hulk smash!
Yeah, well, don't smash yet. His brownies are in there and everything. Have you gotten free comics? Do you care, or are you just here?
I don't care. Like to smash!
Yeah, he just wants to smash.
Hulk smash!
Now, there's a lot of stuff out here, a lot of people out here. They're all coming to say hi to you. Is anybody scared of you?
Nobody's scared, Hulk.
No one scares Hulk?
No one.
There's somebody coming up behind us who you might. There he goes again. See, what is it? What's wrong with Hulk? I guess we'll find out next year. Let's go talk to some more people at a Free Comic Book Day.
The Geek Speak Show here at Flying Colors Comics for Free Comic Book Day. And now I found some really cool cosplayers over here. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Introduce yourselves.
My name is Jeff. This is Joker, a.k.a. Jake. And this Miss Harley is being played by Cora.
Say hello. Yeah, hi. Can you sound like Harley? There you go.
And my wife, Tiffany.
Hi.
All right. Cool. So what brings you guys out to Free Comic Book Day?
Oh, we always come. We never miss Joe's party over here. It's amazing.
So how many years have you guys been coming?
Well, before she was born, so at least 6 years, maybe?
6, 7, yeah.
6, 7 years. Nice.
It's been a while.
And you guys got some really good. How'd you guys come up with these costumes?
Cora decided she wanted to be Harley, and he's a crazy little baby, so Joker seemed the natural way to go.
Nice. Let's check out Joker's costume. We got the cool purple and the nice green vest. And Harley, can we show him your
Strike a pose.
Your mallet. Yeah, look at that. Show the muscles too. Show the muscles. Nice. Great. Well, hey, we have a great family here. Been coming here for over 7 years. 7 years, even before they were born. Hey, glad to see your support, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, what's going on? It's the Geek Speak Show at Free Comic Book Day. All of you regulars know I'm the Marvel guy, but those of you who say you never dog DC, hello, one of the biggest figures in DC, Batman, is here with me. How you doing, Batman?
Not bad.
So is this your first Free Comic Book Day? You've been here before?
It is not. I'm not used to being out during the daylight, but I made an exception for
That's
today.
a little dark now. I mean, we made the sun go away just for you. See the kind of power we have?
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm assuming you've been talking to the people here.
Absolutely.
What have they been saying when they're happy?
People are very excited for this annual event. It's grown to be a nationwide event, and people really enjoy it. A lot of talk about some other movie universe thing that came out last weekend. People talking about that.
Half of them are gone, and they're still better than DC. How does that work? But anyway, we're not going to go there, not here. On Free Comic Book Day, it's designed to bring in people who have gone away for whatever reason, or introduce new people. Now, from what you see out here, is it doing that?
Well, what I really like is the number of really young people. Hopefully we get them into it, and they'll be reading comics as they get into be older folks.
Yeah, now, opinion only, but besides Free Comic Book Day, what else can stores like Flying Colors, comic book readers, what can they do to not only bring in new readers, but keep them?
Well, I think I was talking to the owner about this earlier. I think that anytime that you have a major blockbuster film like that thing I'm not going to talk about, you can do tie-ins from that, putting up comics that relate directly to that story and get people involved in, I can find out more about what happened to all those heroes.
Yeah, now, Flying Colors later on this year is going to be celebrating 30 years. It's going to be its 30th anniversary. For you, who I'm assuming you're a comic book reader and fan?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for you, what does it mean that a store like Flying Colors has been around for 30 years?
Well, hopefully it means something about the longevity of the genre, but I think it also it speaks to the level of engagement that he has made with the community here.
Yeah. Now, for you, do you cosplay just here, or do you do it at conventions, or?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the word cosplay. This is my
That's
crime-fighting
right.
uniform.
Actually, no, this is not a uniform. This is not a costume. This is him. He might have secret identity when he does need to go out. Or do you have someone that goes get your food for you? You don't go out and get. I mean, I would if I had a car like yours.
I have a butler.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there social media anywhere where they can follow you?
Yeah, I'm on this thing called Facebook, with a page called East Bay Batman.
East Bay Batman.
East Bay Batman.
He may be there, may not. You have to go there and find out. Thanks a lot, Batman.
My pleasure.
Hey, what's going on? It's the Geek Speak Show. Still walking around. Look who I ran into. I talked to that other guy from that other universe. It was okay. It was boring. Now we're coming up with a plan here. Star-Lord is here. Thor. Cap is here, of course. Star-Lord. He came up with a plan. He had an idea, but you said what?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that plan. All right. It's good, but I think it sucks. All right. So I say you give me the microphone, and maybe the plan will be better, and I'll be better.
Wow. Really?
Well, alrighty.
All right. Thank you. I'm here with this guy.
Did your voice just drop?
No, I always talk like this.
Are you mocking me?
No, sir. I'm not mocking you.
Are you mocking me?
No, sir.
He is mocking me.
He did it again.
No, I always talk like this.
It's not your voice.
See, and I always talk like this. See, this is how much fun everybody is having out here. You guys, I mean, if you want to introduce yourselves as your real names. If you
Steve
want.
Rogers.
I'm Thor from Asgard.
Peter Quill.
And I'm Henry, host of the Geek Speak Show. So we're out here for Free Comic Book Day again. Now, I've seen you guys before, so I'm not going to ask if it's your first one. Obviously, it's not. The two goals for Free Comic Book Day, it's introducing new readers and also bringing back readers who, for whatever reason, have gone away. From what you're seeing out here, is it accomplishing that?
I would say so. Yes, we have tons. Look at all the kids in line. Look how excited everybody is to be, getting books, reading, getting introduced to new characters, reading about their favorite ones. So I would say so. And then you look at everyone who's in line. Looks like they've been collecting for years. So guys like myself here and Star-Lord. I think it's a great opportunity to continue to try to push the print and get people reading books, tangible books, not the online stuff, the stuff that you could hold and one day smell later on down the road. Nothing smells better than a Silver Age or Golden Age comic book, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think it's achieving that goal.
I would even add to that, honestly, nothing beats the smell of a comic book shop, even.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, Joe also promotes literacy. That's one of the big things that he pushes here. Like, if this introduces a kid to start reading and then regular books or going to a library, so on and so forth. Now, myself, because I do artwork, so the comic books, for me, it helps kids start to draw, start to do things, and it helps them start something and finish something. They get an accomplishment when they do it, and then they become proud of the very work that they do. And when your kid shows you a drawing that you did, and you're just thinking to yourself, yeah, let me put that on the fridge for you, they actually accomplished a lot. In their mind, it's great, and that's why we need to keep going. So yeah, it's about the reading, but I also like the art, and there's so much different art that you can find in a comic book, whether it's realism, cartoons, anime. There's so many things. There's a huge genre there. And Free Comic Book Day helps promote that as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Using your imagination while you're reading, can't beat that. I mean, we live in an age where you don't have to think a whole lot. Everything's done for you pretty much. So, sitting down reading a book and picturing it in your mind as you're reading it, nothing beats that,
Yeah, one thing I will say, we were talking about Infinity War there, in case you didn't know. That movie's out. Maybe you've seen it a few times by the time you're watching this. In this store, and in a lot of the stores, it's collected, the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. It's in there. So if you're wondering what could happen next, well, like they were saying, go in there, pick it up, read it, and it may not happen exactly the same way, but
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Read the comic.
And we are going to get into a spoiler alert. Captain Marvel will be in it, and that's somebody's favorite. The other captain here?
Captain Marvel, of course. I mean, Captain America. Hey, I just want to let you guys know, make sure that you stay tuned throughout the entire movie as you do with all Marvel movies, because you will be pleasantly surprised. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, let's finish on this, though, with the Flying Colors itself. As you guys probably know, later on this year, it celebrates 30 years that it's been in business. For you guys, I'm assuming you've been here, probably not all 30 years, but you've been here for a while. What does that mean to you guys that it's been around for 30 years?
I think it's great that a comic book shop has lasted this long and done this well. And I see kids here year after year coming back, getting the comics, having cubbies in here where they reserve their comics. And when new ones come out, they're here on the day that they come out, and they come and get them. So it's great to see a business survive and do well and thrive in this market. So
I've been doing this now for a few years. I mean, we're talking about, like, as a cosplayer here at Flying Colors since 2007. And I got to see a lot of these kids have all grown up now, and I'm watching them. And I remember the parents, and I see this, who's this guy that's with you? It's like, that's my son, It's this kid, I met him when he was 7, now he's like 15, So it's kind of crazy. And then that's just me. Imagine Joe goes to that, so he's watching somebody go from, just born to 30 years old. I mean, that makes Joe a very old man, but don't tell him I said that.
A wise man. We'll put it that
All
way.
right. Can you edit this part out?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, but I'm with you on that because I mean, you've been covering it for the last 9 seasons. We've been doing the Geek Speak show, and yeah, Nikki, I think he's here somewhere. He was like this, and you guys can go back into videos. He's like this. Now he's almost taller than I am. So yeah, I've seen him grow up too.
Yes, that's wonderful to see. And we still do this because we want to feel young. Okay, so.
We're young. We're still young.
Me too. I'm only
So
97.
you look pretty good for 1500.
Yes,
Right.
1500. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
But wait, where's Stormbreaker? You've got.
Oh,
the wrong one.
I went back in time a little bit. I've got my hair, I've got my hammer.
He's got his eye.
I
He's
think
got his
that's a
eye. Oh,
spoiler.
spoiler.
That's probably what's going to happen in the next one. That's the only way we're going to set everything back, go back in time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Stay tuned.
I think he
Stay
just
tuned
gave
for
us
that.
something there. So again, one last thing. Like I said, it is going to be 30 years. Go ahead, look into the camera. Finish with a happy anniversary to Flying Colors. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Happy anniversary to the Flying Colors Comic Shop and the Fields family for just the amazing amount that they've contributed to the community and the comic book community, the nerds at large, and the total nerd kingdom and geek kingdom out there. Free Comic Book Day is such an amazing thing, and you know, nothing's better than coming to Ground Zero and celebrating it. So thank you guys.
Happy anniversary.
Yep. Happy anniversary, Joe. 30 years. Libby, you, and Susie, and Marty, and Mike, and the whole gang. All right, been knowing them for years, and one of the best shops in the country, hands down.
Absolutely. Happy anniversary to the true heroes of this comic book community.
Now we are inside of the Geek Speak show covering Free Comic Book Day. With us is John. John, go ahead and tell them who you are.
Hi. My name is John Hagman. I am the artist on the new Charlie and Humphrey comic book. We're hoping that it'll be out in comic book stores later this year, early next year, and yeah.
There's a few of you wondering, who's Charlie and Humphrey? What is it? Well, one, behind us. That's who they are. Second, those of you like me who grew up in the Bay Area, 70s, 80s, when I said, you heard me say on the show, when I came home from school watching Scooby-Doo, Heckling, all the cartoons from back then, there used to be this little interstitial, we'll call it, that came in between all that, called Bits and Pieces, right? That's what it was?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it was like a lot like the G.I. Joe, the PSAs that you had known half the battle. It's kind of like that. That would
I
give
got a
you
picture
life
here.
lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Pictures on the back.
Now you're bringing it to comic book life,
right?
So how did all this start? When did you say, you know what, I gotta do a comic
So
book?
I had a friend, a guy that I work with. He got the rights to do Gumby comics, and so through telling me how he did that, I was like, huh. So I tracked down Pat McCormick, the creator of the Charlie and Humphrey, and we made like a little 8-page little ash can, it's just a short thing, kind of like a pitch to say, hey, here's what we want to do. Is it cool if we use your characters? And he actually called us back, and he was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And he liked what we did. He gave us some notes and like, you know, changed this up or whatever. But yeah, he was really cool. I talked to him for like 20 minutes. He's like in his 80s. He sounds exactly the same as he did when he was on TV. And yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, so when the Bits and Pieces back then, there wasn't really a story or a series or anything. So what's the comic book about?
So the comic book, it did have a series like before, because I'm in the same age group with you, I think, because we had the PSAs, but I guess there was like a show, and he had other characters and other puppets. And so what we're doing is we're taking his characters and telling kind of new stories.
Yeah.
So in our book, Humphrey runs Bits and Pieces, which is like it's like a thrift store.
Yeah.
So, and then they live on top of the thrift store, and it's just kind of like, you know, them tearing through the city and doing wacky stuff. I guess it's for kids and stuff, so it's like, you know, good, clean kid type fun.
Is it out yet or not yet?
No, we're working on it. We've got a couple scripts written, and then I'm working on, you know, drawing them up and getting them done and ready, and then we're hoping to get them in like shops, like distributed throughout shops and stuff like that. So we're thinking by the end of this year, early next year, sometime there.
Yeah, I can almost hear them asking, so I'll ask for them. Is what can they do to get it out there? Or what can they do to?
Oh, we're
get the word out?
online. We're on Instagram and Facebook. It's just Charlie and Humphrey Comics. Yeah, this is right now we just kind of put out little pictures and little events and stuff like that, and just to kind of keep it fresh in everyone's minds and say, hey, we're here, you know, we're we're working it out, and
yeah, and hopefully it'll introduce these guys back here to a whole new generation.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks a lot, John.
Thank you.
And that's it. Lost. Where is he? Half the team is gone, just like that. The Avengers, or half of them are gone. Half the world is gone, really. That's it. Free Comic Book Day 2018 in the books. Nobody's got dusted, as far as I know. Most of them are here. Everybody that was here had a lot of fun, had a lot of laughs, had a lot of Hulk Smash brownies, the cake, drinks, everything was here. If you missed out, whether you're here in Concord, where it was born at Flying Colors Comics, or wherever you are, it's a worldwide event. If you missed it this time around, freecomicbookday.com. Check on there, see if your LCS is going to participate next year. If not, for whatever reason, if they didn't this year, ask them politely, be nice, and say, can you please participate next year in Free Comic Book Day, because it is so much fun. If they're scared because they think that, well, wait, Free Comic Book Day, we got to give everything away. No, that's not what it means. Not everything in the store is free. There are certain titles that are free, from Marvel, from DC, from Image, from Boom, from IDW. All the major publishers and some independents give out some stuff, some free stuff, free sample you can call it, on Free Comic Book Day. That's it for us. Our next thing, let me see. For the Geek Speak show, we will be, you can hear us live every Wednesday. Other than that, for live events, I think most of you are going to gather in San Diego towards the end. We'll be there too. We'll see you there. If you're there, say hi. We'll say hi to you. Maybe if we can breathe and walk through all that, we'll do the shuffle with you. We'll put it that way. So all of that coming up on the Geek Speak show. Catch you on Wednesdays, and go back in the archives. Everything is there on the YouTube. San Diego Comic-Cons from the past, Free Comic Book Days from the past, all the stuff that we do, and everything right here or here on the Geek Speak show.com.